Okay, today I want to talk about relationships because I am finding that this is the topic of our times. There's so much chitter chatter about this thing we call relationships, especially romantic relationships and so forth. Um, as I have been ascending in consciousness and really discovering that the root of all existence is energy, frequency, and vibration. And I'm keep talking about this because it's like literally the building blocks of everything, right? It's what the creator is and the source is energy, and it's vibrating, and it's sending out these pulses, frequencies all over the place, all over the cosmos, to try to communicate with us. The split consciousness. I'll go into that stuff another day as well, but relationships, just like reality is basically energy, frequency, vibration. Relationships are energy, frequency, vibration. Sex is energy, frequency, vibration. We put a lot of constructs on these things as far as romantic with sex and relationships. We got the construct of marriage, the constructs of polygamy, the constructs of just all these different ideas about what it looks like, the archetypes, men should be like that, or the roles, or all these different things, right? And it's really been confusing because as we ascend in consciousness, we're also realizing that um, we're seeing that people also have a variety of other, you know, sex types, and they are also don't fit into the normal archetypes, and there's a lot of different types of expression when it comes to sexuality and relationships, and even through the maze of all the different uh, types of human relationships that have been happening over history of time, it's all been about one thing: energy. All you want to go all if you want to be go all the way back to archaeology. You want to go all the way back, and look at far prehistory, human history. It was people being together. There were no constructs of, oh, we were married together. Oh, it was literally having sex and having children. It went from tribes having different types of relationship, polygamy, and now we're in this monogamy, coming out of the monogamy stage into more so openness. Um, but just to kind of help put things in perspective from that, it's all about energy. So when energies attract, when they come together, that's what they are doing. They're coming together for a certain reason. And but it's just those energies are drawn to each other. Now, that is the basis of it. And because of all these constructs, and because of all these archetypes and roles and things like that, a lot of wrong energies are getting together. Like one energy could be a low energy, another one a higher energy, but because um, of certain social constructs and like push people into a certain direction that they had to be together and when they shouldn't have been together in the first place. Because people aren't being open and allowing energies to meet and energies to connect without the preconceived ideas. So not to go too far on a tangent, but just to know that just to go back to the point, that throughout time, throughout every form of love that we had on the earth, every form of romance, every form of any type of human relation interaction, it's all about energies coming together. And the best thing for us to do is for us to come together, and no matter how it looks, no matter what we want to call it, it's all about energies coming together. And some energies are going to stay together because that's what they do. Now, you might say, "That's hard for me to understand. It's hard for me to understand how to have a relationship without some type of construct on it." Well, you just have to think of, you know, how much you need energy, right? And it's a specific type of energy. Like look at your home right now. Right now you're running on electricity, or you could run on solar, right? Your home needs that energy, right? So do humans. So you can have a relationship with a best friend, and you guys have that energy That's your relationship. That might be the marriage you have. You might not be having sex with your best friend. Now you could make other arrangements with that, but we have to start thinking outside the box. Like things don't have to be how they were with all these constructs. We found they didn't work. So sometimes it's just energies coming together and sticking together. That's what relationships are all about. And some energies are repellent, and you gotta let those energies go away. You know, and we can stop looking at people as bad and good, and you know these perfect people did this to me, all this trauma we talk about because the constructs are what is driving us to think that way. But in actuality, all it is energies either are negative charge or positive charge, or you know they repel each other, or they may have their assignment season and they may have to go to other bounce off to other places or other people. So we just must understand that. Saying all that to say, it's all about energy. All right, I'm gonna talk about more about relationships as we go along with the Black Hippie Jesus podcast and the Black Hippie Jesus metaphysical show to kind of dig into relationships, show people how things can be different and expand their consciousness in terms of human relationships and where we're going in the future. Because a lot of traditions, a lot of old things are gonna go out the window because they just don't work, and we're gonna have to look for new things as we grow and go along. All right, so stay tuned. Y'all be good.